And welcome back to our Crusader run. So I tweaked my Nvidia settings some more and maybe the game works slightly better now. At least I hope it works better. So yeah, we are in the middle of a... well, not in the middle, in the beginning of a patrol quest. We need 35 heads for some money and we're also staying north for now until we find the Vala. Or until it gets too annoying dodging barbarian groups with armored white unholds. One or the other. So let's patrol the road to Finsterstadt here. We need to try to find something easy to kill. So we might try to do an encampment. Not this one for sure, because we do not want to fight Necrosavants for a long time. They are extremely deadly and on legendary difficulty they're also nimble, so just no. Okay, so we could use some more food. We could also use some tools. The prices here are quite steep, so won't be buying either of those things. Can't really recruit since we need to get a slot open for the Vala. So let's continue to Earthfall. Is there an encampment around here somewhere that we could possibly take? So yeah, the game still has that stutter. Hopefully it's just not as bad as it used to be. I've tried a few things now to fix it. But it just might be the game or the mod or my lack of memory on this computer or a combination of those things. Also, yeah, I shouldn't be looking at these guys since I need to keep the slot open. Let's buy some grains though. We could also buy this semi-expensive bread, and I think we will. So yeah, this kind of interface doesn't lag quite as badly. When a run gets, I don't know, to after day 60, 70, 80 or something like that, you start to accumulate so much equipment and stuff that maybe that's what's causing the slowdowns. But yeah, and that can manifest itself, show itself by the game lagging when you buy food in a marketplace, for example. So that's not lagging at the moment, not just yet anyway. So that's good. Okay. So we need to find something to kill. We don't want to return to Mitterfels with 0 heads. That would be shameful, really. Do not want to do that. So let's try to find some brigands or anything we could kill. Maybe loop from Grafenheid here through this area. Check this area. Probably has a barbarian camp or something. But then again, a barbarian camp might have armored unholds in it, and those would be maybe possible to do, but also extremely painful and quite possibly deadly for us. So maybe that is not the best plan. We do have these crumbling ruins here, but we have absolutely no clue about its inhabitants. If it's brigands, we can probably deal with that without losses even. If it's undead, it kind of depends on the composition of the enemies. I think we have a decent shot against most easy-ish undead encampments though. The Crusader should be able to carry us. So we might just want to go there, even though we are not sure about what we'll be facing. There's also these fortress remnants here and these abandoned walls. So it is a bit of a risk. Do I care that it's a bit of a risk? I do care a little bit. Do I care enough to not attempt it? So if it's brigands or even if it's undead, it is fairly close to civilization, which means it shouldn't be too tough of an encampment. So I think we'll go for it. Would help a lot if we had the falcon. So maybe we should try to find one quickly from Tanstad, for example. Let's quickly go to Tanstad. I don't usually buy a... Oh shit. I forgot about the auto-pausing, so I was pausing and the auto-pause kept unpausing and I kept pausing and unpausing and... Oh dear. Anyway, so we're actually a bit lucky we found this undead group. I think we can do that. There is no necromancer, there are no necrosavants. There are some ancient legionaries and a few Höllenhunds. Those are semi-dangerous, but I think we can handle that. So we have a couple of damage dealers in our Crusader. We have Leif with a Zweihander. Those should be enough to deal with ancient legionaries. Pikes are not the best weapons against them, but they can at least break some shields. We might use this greatsword in this fight. But on whom? Eelika's 31 melee defense. She is battle-forged. Doesn't have the best armor, but it's also not the worst, so we might consider giving her this greatsword. It is kinda silly though, since she has only 67 melee skill at the moment. Who else could possibly use it if we want it? But there's Nicholas here, but the problem with Nicholas is that he is not nimble yet, and also he has only 20 melee defense so far, so that would be too risky perhaps. Torolf could perhaps use it, but I also do not want to risk him just yet. His armor is alright. He does have steel brow, so we could possibly consider putting him to the front. We'll need to babysit him if we do so though. For this particular fight, what do we want to do? We do need some melee. Maybe Nicholas actually takes a shield and a sword for this. The Höllenhunds will teleport around, so that will be at the very least slightly annoying and at the worst deadly for someone like Magnachar here. I might leave Magnachar out of this fight because he won't be able to do much damage at all with a light crossbow and 59 range skill. And also I don't think we'll be needing to use any nets here. Also, I should test it, but I think that Höllenhunds actually teleport away from nets if you use a net, so those would be wasted if so. I am not sure about this, so I should test it at some point to make sure though. But yeah, let's leave Magnachar out of this, he won't be able to contribute. Akyur can actually do damage with this heavy throwing axes. Those are great against ancient legionaries. Just need to be careful with him. And also 60 range skill, not the best, but it will have to do, I guess. What else? Avon is level 1, so that is a risk. So yeah, I think Nicholas will take a shield. And I suppose this Cruel Falchion... No, let's give the Cruel Falchion... I could give the Cruel Falchion to Eelika and give the Noble Sword to Nicholas, who has a better melee skill. But I might also give Eelika this Great Sword and just... Or I could give Thorolf the Great Sword. So... It's definitely an easy undead fight, but if we get unlucky or if I play poorly, or both, a couple of people will die. It's not the end of the world. It's not even the end of the world if Akir here dies, even though he has quite a bit of potential if he reaches level 11 plus. Would like to give Torolf and Leif around. They were super expensive and they are quite decent at their jobs. Let's give Torolf the Greatsword. I don't know if I'll regret this. We need the frontliners. Elika, you can actually go without a shield for now. We'll give you this shield here if it starts to look like you need it. And Nicholas, you can take this Cruel Falchion. Or I could do that switcheroo there. For you, your Gunhild. Gunhild can be... I want some tankiness on my flanks. And the damage can be mostly in the middle, I think. So yeah, we need to be careful about those Höllenhunds. Maybe, or hopefully I can, like, glue them into, like, a tank character. Just not hit them and let the tank handle it for the duration of the battle. So Jararik would be that tank, hopefully. Do we want the banner here on someone? Maybe on Nicholas, actually. Then again, we have this pike as well. I don't know. Let's give Nicholas the pike, I guess. We'll go with this. And, well, let's re-evaluate for just a second here. So Wiedergängers, no problem. One armored Wiedergänger, no problem. Ancient Auxiliaries, slightly annoying. Not a problem. Nacho, not a problem. So it's only the Höllenhunds and the Ancient Legionaries. So yeah, let's go for it. And yeah, this Höllenhunds. Okay, that's quite loud, by the way. I had forgotten what the Höllenhunds sound like. So I suppose this is good. One Höllenhund is engaged in melee with two of our tanks. We can just not hit it and leave it there. So we are waiting with everyone. So the plan here is to take out every single legionary and the zombies and leave the Höllenhunds for the last. I'll turn the game sound down a bit. It seems to be quite high for whatever reason. Okay. Okay, Gunhild. So I could use Gunhild as a shield waller, just try to tie these ancient legionaries into her for a couple of turns, maybe. I don't know. They will have a good chance to hit, though. And she does not have nimble yet. But yeah, I can't really reposition much because of this Höllenhunds anyway, so we'll just go for it. Let's put Gunhild here. Then Elika can take this spot. Or perhaps Torolf. Maybe Torolf should actually do that flank. We want to take these pike legionaries out first. They are the most dangerous. Actually do a bit of damage with that spear there. Okay, Raymonda is mostly useless in this fight. She can do damage against the Wiedergängers and this Nacho. Let's go for the Nacho, I guess. So that would be one less thing to worry about. So yeah, we ignore this Höllenhund for now. Oh, you're no, you're Margareta. Let's put Margareta, I guess, here. Sophie can just shield wall. We might even try to move her away from this Höllenhund. And just let Shararik try to handle it by himself. There's a pretty good chance she'll be able to do so. So yeah, let's do so. Okay. Chance 6. Missed. Nicholas. Going to be semi-aggressive here and move Nicholas here. And yeah, just kill everything else and leave the Höllenhunds to the last and we should be fine. This is really one of the easiest undead crisis groups I've seen in a while. There is no necromancer, there are no necrosavants. So yeah, want these two to die first. Let's put Leif over here. Now I might try to move Shararik to this position. That would almost guarantee this Höllenhund coming for him as well. The only problem is that well, that's not the only problem. The main problem is that he does not have underdog. So there are quite a few enemies on this northern flank. So that might be quite bad. If we just use the Crusader on this same flank, the Höllenhund will probably go after either the Crusader or Shararik, and that should also be fine. We will at least shield wall, but will we also try to move here? I think it's too risky, so let's not do so, but we will move one tile, I think. Or rather try, since we got hit on a 5% chance. Let's try it again. Also, yeah, Höllenhunds are extremely dangerous against people who rely on initiative. So if you have a high initiative build, also there's a spelling error here. This spells initiative. So anyway, so if you're relying on dodge and is it freedom of movement? Yeah, freedom of movement. Then you just might die because you just didn't account for that minus 50% initiative. And you also get the Höllenhund curse, which is minus 30% fatigue recovery. So even though they don't do a lot of damage, they are quite tanky and they debuff you. And if you leave people without proper protection somewhere on the flanks or in the rear and they teleport there, they just might be able to kill those guys. So yeah, let's not try to hit a Höllenhund here. So aiming the Smith, just go here. Crusader. Go for this auxiliary, I suppose. I don't think I want to adrenaline here. Don't see much benefit in it. I could get this kill here and move on this legionary though. If I do so. So maybe it is worth it. Okay, fine, let's do it. Even if we take this auxiliary's spot once he has met his ultimate doom, and one of these undead take this little incline here next to the Crusader, it won't matter that much because she has such a high melee defense. So let's go ahead and adrenaline there. So Torolf takes this spot. And I can't move there with Elika, so Elika takes this spot, I suppose. Go for this 72. We have a good chance to hit these auxiliaries as long as they haven't had the chance to shield wall, which they have not been able to do just yet. Now if I move Acure here, it messes with Torolf's positioning a little bit. But let's do so since these heavy throwing axes are really nice against these guys. Okay, let's go for this one. Okay. Torolf, go here. And kill this one. Take this spot. I could actually riposte here. That might be the best course of action. It does mess with this Höllenhund though. So if we riposte here, this Höllenhund tries to hit us and is not able to. It might teleport into the rear, and that would actually be a problem. So let's not do that. Let's instead use an overhead strike for slightly more damage on this Ancient Legionary here. And go for an adrenaline after that. Let's also do the waiting trick in case we get debuffed by something. Okay, that's actually probably very good for us. Both of the Höllenhunds have engaged with Sharrik. That helps us quite a bit. We don't need to worry about these Höllenhunds as long as Sharrik holds. Which we'll see. We'll see if he does. Okay, let's use perfect focus here. Kill this annoying Nacho. Goodbye. And I suppose you'll just shoot at these Wiedergängers then. Since shooting with a crossbow at Ancient Dead isn't really effective at all. In turn. Okay. So here I think splitting is the best course of action. Try to hit this Ancient Legionary in the back as well. Okay, 2 hits, that's good. We can just end turn, I guess. So let's do so. Margareta, go for this 53. Good one. Okay, Sharrik is now wavering. That is possibly quite bad for us, but we'll see. The only thing I'm doing with him is shield walling. So he has rebound, but not just yet. It's just available to him. But if he had a rebound already, we could just keep on shield walling forever. As long as he didn't flee. Also, he does have Prayer of Faith. So that makes adjacent undead baffled. We might actually try that in this fight. I don't think I've tried that. Well, maybe never, but also perhaps only once. So this is a pretty decent spot. I don't think it will trigger the Höllenhund teleport either, so yeah, might try that. And baffling would be a good debuff against these. Okay, Elika, go for this one. Couple of hits, nice. We will get hit by these legionaries. We'll see who they try to go for. Leif has taken a couple of hits, but so far holding well. Okay, Torolf goes for the overhead strike. Almost gets the kill on this legionary. I suppose Acure will try to finish the job. Good one. Didn't manage to hit the second one though. Sophie just go for these 53s and miss. Okay, that's a semi-important block there by Sharrik. He can't take too much punishment because he's nimble. He can take some, but once his armor is gone, he'll be quite vulnerable as well. Gunhild. Just go intercept this Wiedergänger. Or actually take this spot instead. Okay, that's quite bad. Leif got hit there. Now, do we use Prayer of Faith? I think we should try it. Adjacent undead are baffled. Okay, now every single one of them is baffled. That's good for us. Okay, even go for this one. slash this, slash that. Good. If Shark dies, then he dies. Okay, that's very good. He was able to dodge or block every single Höllenhund attack there. Alright. Two Ancient Legionaries left. No, three Ancient Legionaries left. Okay, go for this Legionary. Nope. Leif is in a bit of trouble. I suppose we'll go for this 69 here. And if it hits, we can say nice. Nice. Okay. Elika, go for it. One hit, okay. Leif is able to dodge, good. Another hit, but it's still standing. Sharik holding on. I suppose Raymonda can just take a breather. Sophie doing just a little bit of work there. Okay, annoyingly this Legionary now has high ground. Sharik is able to finish that one off. Good. Now we need to recover. And turn. Don't want to take this spot because the Legionary will just hit him. Let's take this spot. Okay, armor is starting to break down. And these Höllenhunds are no longer baffled. Margaret scores a hit. Okay, I guess go for that one. Let's wait and see if the Legionary actually abandons this high ground here in order to hit someone. Okay, good thing that was a headshot, I suppose. Oh, yeah. It's able to hit through that. Okay. Okay. Let's shield wall. And let's Prayer of Faith again. Now I could just ignore this Wiedergänger and go for either this Legionary or these ones. Let's try to ignore it, yeah. And take this spot here. Provide some help to Jarek, who might just perish if we get unlucky. This auxiliary is almost down, that's good. Raymonda still can't do anything. It's kind of my bad for positioning her as I've done. So we need to get next to this Legionary here. So I'll move Elika here, hit this Wiedergänger. Leif can hopefully kill these guys. Good. And now Torov can take that spot. He still has all his armor intact. And go for the 62. Good. Okay, Sharik still alive. But almost half dead. Okay, Nicholas, you can actually take a hit because you have all your armor. Let's go for this legionary. Did get a hit there. Raimonda can finally do a little bit. Just shoot this Wiedergänger. And with Eilika I could actually rotate Leif. And Leif would be able to hopefully kill this legionary. Let's do that. Okay, yeah, Jarek taking damage might die next turn. If he does, then he does. Okay, legionary down. We have one legionary left. One auxiliary left. Two Wiedergängers left and the Höllenhunds. Okay, go for... Well, we need to go north, I guess. I could put Sophie here and hope they target her instead of him. Sophie has all her armor. Let's do that. Okay. And also now that the Crusader is here, this Höllenhund might target one of three people, which might save Jarrek's life. Maybe. So once the Höllenhunds are actually hit and they start teleporting around, then that gets a bit more random, I suppose, since if they teleport to the wrong spot, we might lose someone. Would help to have more rotations around in case of that. Okay, they did both decide to target Jarek, but Jarek was able to block or dodge all of those attacks. So he still stands. Okay, 3 enemies to go. We might actually... Yeah, let's teleport one of these Höllenhunds if we're able to. Or even both of them. Missed with Margareta. Now it won't matter as much if we stand next to them when we're trying to teleport them. Missed again. Elika could rotate Leif again if we want that. I guess we do want that. Let's do Prayer of Faith again. The baffle will help even when they get teleported. Or if we ever manage to teleport them. Okay, need to be careful with Gunhild. So, move here. Okay, one of them was teleported. It's still gonna come for Sharrik though. Both of them. This legionary is still alive. Leif can't take too much damage, but can still take a couple of hits, I guess. Let's move Torolf here in case this Höllenhund wants to come for someone. It might come for him, and he has... his armor is still holding. Okay. One of them went for Margareta, but Margareta only took one hit. Okay, now they're both next to Torolf. Jarrik barely alive. Now that's a weird spot to teleport to. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Could be what gets Jarrik finally killed. I don't know. Nope. Okay, let's wait with him. Actually put Gunhild here because she can't really take hits anymore. And this legionary is still alive. And we are out of heavy throwing axes as well. So yeah, these Höllenhunds are quite tanky. Quite tanky, especially when we have kind of subpar weapons. Still, pikes aren't very good damage against something like that. These swords do okay though. Guess Margareta can just stay there. Even the smith can take a hit or two, maybe even like 5 hits, because the armor hasn't taken any damage yet. Just leave him where he is though, he has a pike. Nicholas can go there. Raimonda is completely useless at this point, unless we use a net. We could try that if they're able to escape nets or not. Let's shield wall with Cherrick. Okay, one leader can get back. Okay, the sound is a bit weird. I'll try turning hardware sound on. Not sure if that's gonna do anything. Okay, Margareta gets a hit in. And since they've teleported so far away, I think we just end turn with Torov and Leif. Can't really do much. And we'll see if Sharek can survive or not against this legionary. Okay, his shield's gone, but he is alive for now. I think the Crusader should be able to kill this legionary now. Or maybe Elika. Okay, Elika scores the kill. Let's put the Crusader here. So no Höllenhunds can get to Sharrik at the moment. Okay. Sharrik can hide in the middle of us, I guess, like there. Even misses. What about Nicholas? Nicholas does not miss. Okay, now it's quite far away. That's fine. Okay, one Höllenhund is almost dead. Can still take a couple of hits though. They might get teleported somewhere around here, so there's not really much use moving Navar, for example. Okay, Margareta can just stay put. And Charik, you're completely useless at the moment. I guess we could use Prayer of Faith. Let's do so. Avon gets a hit in, good. And Leif, this won't be enough to kill this one, but let's go for it, of course. Okay, now they're almost dead, and I think we're out of this fight without any casualties. And since they're so far away, we just end turn again. in round, that is. Margareta, can you score this kill? No, because it still managed to tank and it's on one hit point at the moment. Okay, Raimonda can end turn. Okay, one left. And that's it. Okay, good fight. Good fight. The loot is not that stellar, whatever, but we got some important XP and also we are now halfway to our head collection being full. So yeah, let's put Magnachar back into the fighting line. Level up Avon here with Colossus. Starts with a +3 melee defense roll, nice. His melee skill does kinda suck. Oh well, it is what it is. Hit points, melee skill +2 and melee defense +3. And we will need to heal and repair for a bit. So before we go to that city, let's do so. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, that's enough. And I'll actually take a break here, so little bit of a shorter session, but we made some good progress anyway. So let's save the game. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.